There is a hidden principle running through reality: observation. The moment you look, measure, or bring awareness to something, it changes. This is not just abstract philosophy. It is rooted in physics, psychology, and the very structure of the human mind. And when you truly understand it, you hold a key: the power to direct your life, not through force, but through focused attention. Today, we're going to unfold why observing alters reality and how you can wield that secret to reshape your own existence. Section 1. The Quantum Paradox. At the foundation of physics lies a mystery that shatters common sense: the double-slit experiment. Particles, when unobserved, behave like waves, vast fields of possibility. They seem to exist in multiple places at once, as if reality itself hesitates, waiting. But the moment they are measured, the haze of possibility collapses into a single point. One path, one outcome. Observation doesn't record reality, it brings it into being. Philosophers have pondered, if the universe waits for observation to collapse its potential, then what role does consciousness play? Are we simply witnesses, or are we co-creators, sculpting the very outcome by the act of looking? The paradox suggests something profound. Existence is not rigid, it is fluid, and observation is the force that crystallizes it. Imagine this: reality as a vast ocean of potential, rippling in every direction. Observation is the pebble dropped into the water, sending waves across the surface. Without the pebble, the ripples never form. Without your awareness, a possibility remains dormant. Physics whispers that reality bends under the gaze of observation. Section 2. Observation in human behavior. Step outside the lab and the same principle echoes through human life. The Hawthorne effect shows us that people alter their behavior when they know they're being watched. Workers become more efficient, students focus harder. Awareness exerts a subtle gravity, pulling behavior into a new shape. But even without others watching, the mirror of self-awareness does the same. The moment you notice yourself procrastinating, the act changes. The instant you observe anger rising within you, its power softens. Awareness is not neutral, it is catalytic. Think of it this way: behavior lives in the shadows until observation brings it into the light. The shadow weakens not because you force it to change, but because awareness transforms it. Observation is not control, it is presence. And presence alone reshapes what it touches. Section 3. The Neuroscience of Attention. Neuroscience adds yet another layer. The brain is not static. It rewires itself constantly through neuroplasticity. And what drives this rewiring? Attention. Every observation strengthens the pathways it touches. Focus on stress, and stress circuits grow. Focus on gratitude, and gratitude pathways bloom. Observation is the sculptor of the mind. It is like water carving stone. Slowly, steadily, attention reshapes the brain itself. The garden of your mind grows what you observe most often. If you continually observe problems, the weeds dominate. If you continually observe possibility, the flowers spread. This is why practices like mindfulness meditation and gratitude journaling are powerful. They are not just mental exercises. They are acts of observation that rewire the brain, shifting the very architecture of thought. Every act of noticing is a stroke of the sculptor's chisel. Section 4. Using the secret deliberately. So how do you wield this principle consciously? First, self-observation. Watch your habits without judgment. Notice procrastination, cravings, or emotional patterns. Awareness alone weakens their grip, creating the space for choice. Second, accountability. Allow others to observe your progress. When you're seen, your behavior sharpens. Third, writing. Journaling collapses the fog of vague feelings into visible words. Fourth, meditation. Observing breath and thought untangles the mind. Fifth, visualization. Observing a potential future through imagination increases the probability of its unfolding. Observation is not passive. It is an instrument you can direct. Every time you bring awareness to something, you reshape it, not by force, but by attention. Section 5, Extended Examples and Illustrations. In physics, the quantum Zeno effect shows that particles under constant observation can be frozen, held in place against natural decay. Translate this into daily life. Observe a destructive habit with relentless awareness, and its momentum halts. Observation disrupts automaticity. Behavioral science confirms the same. People who simply record what they eat often lose weight without dieting. Why? Observation alone makes the unconscious visible, and the visible cannot remain unchanged. Likewise, those who track spending patterns become financially disciplined, not by force, but by awareness. Artists, too, speak of becoming both creator and witness. To paint while observing the act of painting. To perform music while simultaneously listening as if from outside. This dual awareness elevates the art itself. The same principle applies to life. When you live as both participant and observer, your reality becomes more deliberate, more profound. Section 6, the philosophical depth. Here lies the deeper implication. Reality is participatory. Existence is not handed to you as a fixed structure. It unfolds in relationship with awareness. The line between observer and creator blurs until they are one. You are not outside of reality, recording it. You are within it, shaping it. This is why traditions from both East and West emphasize awareness as the path to transformation. To see clearly is to shift what is seen. The moment you notice, you alter. Observation is not separate from creation. It is creation. Think of existence as a field of potential, infinite and waiting. Attention is the hand that reaches into the field and selects. Noticing is the act that solidifies one path over another. And in this way, the universe is not something you merely walk through. It is something you help weave, moment by moment, through the focus of awareness. Section 7, Daily Practices. To integrate this principle, bring it into daily life. Morning. Begin the day by observing your first thought. This sets the trajectory of your mind. Midday. Pause and notice what has dominated your attention. This awareness is a chance to redirect. Evening. Reflect on 3 observations that defined your day. This seals learning into memory. Extend the practice further. Observe conversations, emotions, and choices as they unfold. With time, observation becomes a constant companion, reshaping every action. The discipline is not heavy, it is simple presence, but its power is immense. Section 8, the secret in action. Here is the essence. Observation is creation. In physics, it collapses waves into particles. In psychology, it transforms behavior. In neuroscience, it rewires the brain. In philosophy, it reveals reality as participatory. In practice, it reshapes the life you live. This is the secret. By choosing what you observe, you choose what becomes real. Focus on fear, and fear solidifies. Focus on opportunity, and opportunity expands. Attention is the brush, and reality is the canvas. What you observe, you paint into being. Observation is not passive. It collapses infinite possibilities into one lived reality. It reshapes the mind, alters behavior, and directs the unfolding of existence itself. The quality of your awareness becomes the quality of your life. Choose to observe deliberately. Focus on what empowers and uplifts. Align attention with the life you want to create. Because in the end, every act of observation is an act of creation, and what you choose to see becomes the world you step into.